Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Conquests of Camelot. Okay, so I, of course, move on. We continue on with the game story, but a couple of people have been pointing out things that I've been missing in the game. One thing that I missed on this screen, for example, is those mushrooms. So you see in the lower left here, you have these Amanita muscaria mushrooms, which I believe are known to be very poisonous, and indeed the game acknowledges this. They are very dangerous at the best of times and said to cause madness or death. So let's do the logical thing. When you find something which is known to be fatal when you eat it, what you want to do, of course, is eat it. And because the game is so nice in this regard, the game actually tells you, no, leave them be. And if you try to eat them again, yeah, you have to keep trying. Whoa, dude, trippy. Of all the stubborn fools there be, I never saw such a fool as thee. Ye shall keep yon night good company, and nourish the roots of old Father Tree. Yon Knight, of course, being that skeleton on the ground there. All right, yeah, I'm just joking, of course. Please don't eat poisonous mushrooms. Okay, so that's that. That's one thing I missed. Oh, yes, and somebody pointed out that after I defeated the Black Knight, I forgot to try to kiss Gawain. So let's go ahead and do the logical thing, and the game just says that is hardly what he needs. And for once, I would have to agree with the game. Okay, so now that I've caught up on things which people have pointed out that I missed, let's go back to where we were. So I was back here at the point where I gave the sleeve to the witch. So now the witch is gone and we can look around this room for a bit. Let's take a look. What do we have here? So there's no danger within the stone throw. Now the witch is gone. At last that her previous victims could not be freed. I don't know where her previous victims are now, but okay, that is perhaps immaterial. What is with these stones? Oh, an inscription in runes has appeared upon the pedestal where the witch stood. Okay, let's go ahead and read the runes. The runes on the pedestal say this. 5 poets bold did come astray. 5 standing stones now bar the way. Of limbs bereft, yet voice I left. To pass through the middle you must ask for... What could rhyme with middle? Or does it rhyme with... I mean, it kind of depends on what rhyming meter they're using, doesn't it? Because it could be a repetition of a word that rhymes with a, or it could be a word that rhymes with middle. So to pass through the middle, you must ask for a fiddle? Or maybe you must ask for hay to feed your mule. Since we have a mule with us, maybe we need to ask for hay to feed the mule. I do not know. Who can say? Anyway, alas, it fades out here. The last flurry of magic which caused it to appear must not have been enough to bring out the full inscription. Okay, you kind of have to figure out what the missing word is. I actually don't know what the missing word is. If anybody knows, please post it in the comments, because I am not aware of what that missing word might be. Okay, so we saw the screen before, so our mule is here. I don't think we can go up from here. No, yeah, there's no screen up from here. And if we go down from here, you saw that actually causes us to leave and go back to the map of England, so we can go to some completely different part of the game. We'll do that soon enough. But what's with these stalagmites or whatever here? You reach the base of Glastonbury Tor on the edge of the Forest Perilous. Okay. And I see your mule grazes as it waits for you. She must have found her way safely through the forest on her own. All right. Can we talk to the mule? No. All right. Can we ride on the mule? The weight of the pack is enough. Your own 2 feet will serve to carry you. Yeah, we'll have to walk the rest of the way. We can't. We won't have our horse to carry us, unfortunately. All right. Can we? Let's see. Let me just quickly save here. With the 5 stones, because if you try to get to the mule, you get thrown back by a sorcerous barrier of great power, yet there must be a way to pass it. I suspect these 5 stones are a part of the riddle you must solve to breach the barrier. I'm just curious, if we keep doing this, Is it one of those things where you... Oh, I guess it isn't. I thought maybe it's one of those things where you die eventually if you keep getting thrown back, but apparently it's not. Okay, it's not like something that does some slight damage to us. Okay. I didn't lose points for that, did I? I don't think I did. I have only 33 wisdom points. Maybe I lost like a bunch of wisdom points for doing something so stupid as to keep walking into those. I don't think I did, but let me just restore that game anyway, just to be sure. So, this part is actually really difficult. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to know this, but what you need to do is talk to the stones. And they actually give you these little riddles. And these riddles are pretty difficult, actually. And in my opinion, a lot of them are just quite illogical. So when I am filled, I can point the way. When I'm empty, nothing moves me. I have two skins, one without and one within. What am I? I can point the way, so like a compass. But that part about the two skins doesn't make... A compass doesn't have two skins, does it? It has a stone. I mean, it's basically a magnetic stone. Okay, when I'm filled, I can point the way. Like a car's gas tank. The fuel indicator in a car's gas tank goes up when the gas tank is full. So it points the way to F for full when it gets... Okay, and when I'm empty, nothing moves me. That makes sense, because when the gas tank gets empty, you can't drive the car anymore. I have two skins. That doesn't really... It doesn't really make sense for a car, and anyway, I'm pretty sure they didn't have cars during the time period when this game was made. So that doesn't really make sense. I have to admit, I looked most of these up online. Let me go ahead and I'm just going to be cheap because I have no idea. I have like a list of all the riddles in front of me. Okay, the answer is glove. Now I have to say some of these are pretty. Some of these riddles are pretty cheap. Like, okay, so it's a glove. So when I am filled, I can point the way. Meaning, okay, when there's a hand inside me, but the glove is not really pointing the way. It's still the hand pointing. The hand is still pointing. It's just that there's a glove around the hand, but the glove doesn't point the way. See, that's what I mean. Like that, I feel like a lot of these riddles just don't really make a lot of sense. I mean, I guess you shouldn't overthink them. The point of these is that you're not supposed to overthink them, but if you underthink them, then you also can't come up with the answer because it requires like a very... See, this is what really annoys me. It's like people think they're very clever when they come up with stuff like this, but it's really more just like a guess what I'm thinking kind of puzzle. And it's like, yeah, a glove doesn't point the way. Even if a gloved hand is pointing the way, it's still the hand that's pointing. There's just a glove around it. When I'm empty, nothing moves me. That's not true. If you throw a glove on the ground in a hurricane, it'll get moved, even if it's empty. And I have two skins, one without and one within. Well, not all gloves are made of leather. And even if it is, the hand inside the glove is not part of the glove. It doesn't have a second skin. It's just that there's a hand inside the glove. So none of this really makes sense. But like I said, you probably shouldn't overthink these, but what are you supposed to do? The eerie glow must mean that you have solved the stone's riddle. Yeah, so basically, yeah, you just do this. Oops. Yeah. So you just do that for all these 5 stones. Come on, I'm standing right in front of one. What do you want? If you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I may be snared. If you lose me, nothing will matter. What am I? Well, nothing matters anyway. I mean, does anything actually matter in this world? If you break me, I do not stop working. Glass? I mean, glass continues being glass even if it breaks, so I guess then that doesn't really make much sense. If you touch me, I may be snared. I mean, that could be anything. A hook. If you break me, I do not stop working. Something which works when it's broken? A prisoner. If you break a prisoner out of prison, then he or she doesn't stop working. And if you touch the prisoner, he may be snared. And if you lose the prisoner, nothing will matter because you'll lose your job as prison warden since you let the prisoner escape. So my guess would be, I'm putting my money on prisoner, but I'm pretty sure that's not the expected answer. Let me see, what is it? Okay, the answer is heart. If you break me, I do not... Really? Have you ever seen a broken heart? Have you ever seen a heart cut up into pieces? It does stop working, believe me. I've not. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it personally firsthand, but take my word for it. If a heart physically ruptures, it will stop working. Okay, obviously they mean figuratively here, like a broken heart, but actually there is also that broken heart syndrome. There's something called broken heart syndrome, which is observable in people who have undergone really serious emotional strain, and they actually do also have like cardiac problems because of extreme emotional stress. So actually, the heart does stop working properly if it breaks. If you touch me, I may be snared. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, that could be, like I said, that could be anything. If you lose me, nothing will matter. Well, that could be said about most major organs. The same is true about the brain or about your lungs. Again, I know I'm overthinking this, but it's just come on. It's okay. So the answer is heart. All right. Let's move on. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep thinking the stone will stop me, but then I walk into that magical barrier anyway. Okay. All right, let's talk to the stone. Glittering points that downward thrust. Sparkling spears that never rust. What am I? Glittering points that downward thrust. Maybe meteors, like a meteor shower? Sparkling spears that never rust? I mean, meteors or meteorites don't rust, do they? I'm going to say falling star or a meteor. What is the let me check, because what does the game actually expect? Icicle. Really? I mean, I guess it's true. Icicles don't rust, they melt. Glittering points that, yeah, kind of. Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe this one is a little more logical. It's still kind of a little questionable, but okay, it probably makes a little more sense than the previous two, I would say. All right, let's move on. You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I died till you call me again. Telephone. Again, they didn't have telephones in this day, and does that really make sense? Well, does anything really make sense in these riddles? You heard me before, yet you hear me again. The crowing of a rooster that sounds to let you know that it's morning and you're supposed to wake up, or an alarm clock, but they didn't have alarm clocks back then either, did they? Did they have? Maybe they had. I'm actually seriously. I'm not joking about this now. Did they have mechanical alarm clocks? Because they had some kind of mechanical, sort of like, if you think about old geared mechanical automatons and things, they had stuff like that. They had clocks. They had clocks that actually used, gears back in those days. So you could have an alarm clock in King Arthur's day. Maybe they had them, but then I die till you call me again. That doesn't make sense for an alarm clock, does it? It might actually be an alarm, like an alarm, but an alarm actually makes sense. Let's see. Is it an alarm? You heard me before. You heard me before. Echo. It's an echo. Does that make sense? I mean, yeah, okay, kind of. Yeah, okay, let's not question it too much. It's an echo. All right. All right. And these are random, by the way, in case you can't tell. I mean, it's not like you can just memorize 5 riddles. There's like a whole bunch of these. How many riddles are there, actually? I'm looking at the list of riddles I have. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I count 25. Okay, so you could potentially just like memorize all 25 riddles, but yeah, but yeah, these are randomized every time you do this puzzle. So, all right, let's see. Talk stone. Until I am measured, I am not known. Yet how you missed me when I have flown. Time. Actually, kind of makes sense. Time flies, and time is not known until it's been measured. And they actually, like I said, they actually had clocks in the day which could measure time. So maybe that, let me see, is it time? It is time. Okay, I got one of them. I actually got one of these. Time. All right. I got 1 out of 5. That's a 20%. Yeah, that's still not very good. Okay, so we solved the riddle. Well, we solved the riddles. I looked at a walkthrough to solve 4 out of 5 riddles. All right, now when we try to walk through these, Arthur, where are you? Ah, there you are. That was not my doing. You've been brought by another power to the center of the ruins on Glastonbury Tor. By the way, they're spelling center the American way, but if this is a British game, then center should be spelled with an R-E on the end instead of E-R. Alright, so, I'm going to save the game again, because I do not want to have to go through those riddles again. So there's not a whole lot up here. If I'm going to speed up the game a bit, I'm going to speed up Arthur's walking speed just so we don't spend too much time here. I mean, these are mostly just ruins. There's not a lot. Yeah, you're in another part of the ruins. There's not a lot to do in most of these screens. Here you can see there is an altar, which may become important later. It is an extremely ancient altar of a most peculiar configuration. 3 parts may hint at the worship of a trinity of some sort. If it's extremely old, I feel like the stones should be worn a bit more than that, because they're sitting here like on a hill out in the open, completely exposed to the elements. I think those stones, like these runes or whatever, these like inscribed lines on that stone there, they should be faded by now if it's extremely ancient. Those stones should be worn smooth by now. But anyway, alright, so I'm just walking around here. There is something that we need to find here. And it's actually easy to find. I'm just taking the long way around because I want to kind of show some of the scenery here. I don't just want to... Greetings, stranger. Welcome to Glastonbury Tor. Alright, so... It says, this monk seems calm enough. Perhaps he's not the one they call the Mad Monk. We shall see. Even though I think the game kind of answered that question with his caption. Didn't it say... Talk man. Yeah. The game kind of gives it away by saying he's the Mad Monk. As you can see, I'm but an old, poor, helpless monk seeking enlightenment through solitude. I'm amazed that you've passed the riddle stones, for your own face betrays no great intelligence. Oh, screw you, Mad Monk. That's a cheap one. That is below the belt, sir. That is just... I'm gonna come to where you are and cut you. Oh, he ran away. Alright. Alright, let me see. Let me go ahead and actually restore the game from where I came here, because what you actually do, I mean, like I said, I took the scenic route. What you can actually do is just go straight down. Just go straight down. And you'll find the guy here. Yeah, like, literally right away the game designates him the Mad Monk. So it's hard to say that. It doesn't make any sense for the game to then say, perhaps he is not the one they call the Mad Monk. You just called him the Mad Monk, and I say, well, maybe he's not the one they call the Mad Monk. We'll see. All right, so let's talk to the guy. All right, yeah, so can we talk some more? Men in armor make me nervous. Go away. Can we ask him about his faith? I believe that I shall live forever. Oh, I accidentally pressed enter and got... Okay, let me be a bit more patient. I believe the world revolves around my navel. What, your navel orange? You have oranges here? I believe you're the nosiest man I ever met. Well, you know what they say, guys with big noses. Alright, hey, Mad Monk, buddy, do you know anything about that grail I'm looking for? Thief! Robber! You come seeking treasure, but you will find only death. The power is mine! Mine! I will never share it! Whoa, dude, take a chill pill there, sir, Mr. Mad Monk, sir. I was just playing around. I didn't mean to stir you up into a frenzy there. Where'd the guy go? He's supposed to be here. He went this way, didn't he? Where did this guy go? Where is he? Pizdiets. What happened? Did he disappear? What's... No, seriously now, where is he? He literally just went... Like, you're supposed to just follow... Oh, here we go. Okay. Arthur, beware. 2 of these monks are illusions, but 1 is deadly. So, this looks kind of weird. When I first saw this, I thought, what happened? Did he turn into some kind of crazy mutated monster? But no, I thought those brown things at the top were like the head of some horribly mutated, like Silent Hill-esque creature. But no, those are actually clubs that he's holding. So basically you have 3 avatars or whatever of the Mad Monk holding clubs above their heads. So this is another arcade sequence. We've had a lot of arcade sequences here. The game is really going all in on arcade sequences for this part of the game. So what you need to do here is draw your sword. And as Merlin said, 2 of these guys are actually just apparitions. They won't hurt you. Like that one. I think that one was a fake. If you press spacebar, yeah, see? That guy doesn't hurt you. So I'm pressing spacebar. The idea here is to just attack... Okay, so I think the guy on the left is the real Mad Monk, and the other 2 are just apparitions that don't hurt you. So the trick is to hit that guy, the real one. Which one's the real one? I think the real one's the one on the right. That one. There we go. Get him. Oh? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I thought that was... Oh, okay, there we go. So you see what happens. I know the text went by kind of fast. So he said ow, but he also said kill, kill, kill. If he says kill, 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 that means he's hit you. And if he says ow, that means you've hit him. There we go. Ow. So you just keep doing this until he dies. Oh, or until you die. Your skull is cracked, your body dead, your brains are gone, your spirit fled. The monk played tag upon your head. So this is kind of like the Black Knight in that even if you win, you lose points for every time that you get hit. So the way to get maximum points with the Black Knight is to not fall off your horse even once. It's the same here. You have to beat this guy without getting hit even once. Now, it's a little bit easier to do that, to kind of cheese this, because you can save your game at any point. You can't save your game during the Black Knight joust, but you can save your game during this fight with the Mad Monk. So what you can do is just kind of cheese it. Every time you hit him, save your game. Every time you get hit, restore your game. It doesn't matter that much if you don't care about points, but I'm going to try to get maximum points. Actually, you know what I did? I saved this game here. I saved a game called Defeated Mad Monk, or I always say monk. I think the correct pronunciation is monk, but I just say monk. I don't know why. Apologies for my bad English. I saved this game here called Defeated Mad Monk, so I'll just load that at the end because I made sure to get maximum points there. So actually, let's just try to defeat him legitimately once, because there is something that happens after he dies, which I want to show you. So let's try to defeat him legitimately once. But for that, I need to catch up to him. Where is the guy? Usually he's here. Usually he's in this room. Oh, there we go. Now he's here. All right. All right, so let's try this again. So draw a sword. I can usually defeat this guy legitimately, but not without getting hit. So this is a little bit easier than the Black Knight, because at least you can recognize when you get hit and why. And you can usually win without cheating somehow. But you do have to... Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. One more hit should do it, but I think he's already hit me a couple of times, so he might hit me with his next... There we go. Ugh! In vino veritas, which I believe means in wine is truth. Well done, Arthur. Hey, it's Cthulhu.
We are the old ones, and you have killed the monk, our servant, the only servant we have had for centuries. You must take his place. You will never leave here unless you can appease us for this loss.
Oh dear. Are we stuck here now because we killed the monk and angered the old ones. That's problematic. Let me see. How am I doing for points here? If we look at our score, yeah, I should have more skill points than that. So I did get hit by the monk at least a couple of times. So let me just go ahead and restore the game. Defeated Mad Monk, and we'll just play from here. So here I have, yeah, 75 skill points, which I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the maximum points from that fight here. So that's fine. So we will play from here. Okay, so, gosh. What do we do? Help us, Merlin. Ask about the old ones. You will have to find a way to appease these old ones, Arthur, if you are ever to leave this tour. Such beings tend to manifest in some spot where they were once worshipped. Okay, well... there was that altar. Maybe they're hanging out at the altar now? Let's see. Let's find out. I think it's down here. Well, this is the altar. Is this what you were talking about, Merlin? Hold on. Let's ask Merlin about the altar. Oh. Alright. I think the old ones are supposed to be here. Did I? Hold on. What's going on here? I was under the impression the old ones are supposed to be here at this altar. Come on, old ones, where are you? Why do they look like Cthulhu? They literally looked like how people portray Cthulhu, like that weird sort of octopus with a huge mustache. Or like a cross between an octopus and a walrus or something. Okay, now I am bamboozled because I'm pretty sure that the old ones are supposed to be here, and I definitely need to deal with them before I leave this place, because I really can't leave this place until I deal with the old ones, because this place is just like it just wraps around. You can see like it's kind of like a maze, but it's not really much of a maze because it only has like maybe a half dozen screens or so. Like it's just a half dozen screens that just wrap around on each other. Like there's nothing here. It's literally just a few screens like this. Like that's all there is. But I need to see those old ones. Okay, hold on. Can I put money on the altar? Let's put a copper coin there. Oh, we do not want that. There is only one metal we cherish. Okay, so they are here. They're just... Okay, they are here. They're just, like, hidden? Talk to old ones? Copper is for the lowest spirits of the earth. Gold is for young gods. You cannot appease us with those metals. We three are the eldest servants of Mother Moon. We love most dearly the metal that gleams cold and pure like hardened moonlight. Okay, well, we have only 3 coins, so if it's not copper and it's not gold, then in the process of elimination it should be silver, right? Oh, they need more silver, do they? Oh, you guys are greedy. You old ones are... Okay, let's give them... Let's give them 3 silver pieces, 1 each, because there are 3 of them, so let's give each of them a silver coin. They need still more? I gave like 1 coin for each of you guys. What do you want? Okay, hold on. Let's restore this game here. I guess the old ones are there. They're just invisible. Wait, where's this altar now? Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so what are we doing here? So because we want full points, first we want to ask Merlin about the altars. So, ask about altar. Okay. Now, can we ask the old ones about Mother Moon, because this is supposed to get a point as well.
Mother Moon had 5 children, Earth, Wind, Water, Fire, and Spirit.
Okay, thanks for the information, guys. Alright, so what you need to give to these guys is actually 5 silver coins. No joke. You have to give them exactly 5... Well, maybe they'll take 6 as well, but 5 is the minimum. 5 silver coins.
Glorious silver, how pure and perfect it is. Having silver is better than having a servant.
That's your opinion, fellas. I mean, you can have your silver if you want.
We release you from our service and leave you a gift.
Ooh, I like gifts. Alright. What is that? A tiny hammer, like from Grim Fandango? An iron key lies upon the altar in place of your silver. Alright, that might be more useful than the silver. Alright, we got the key. Now what? Are you guys going to release me from these ruins now, or what? Oh, wait, hold on. The covered well is in the section of the ruins. Yeah, we need to, let's check the well. It's covered with heavy iron lid. Can we open the lid? To lift the lid, you must remove the bar. To remove the bar, you must open the lock. You will not open the lock by wishful thinking. This is like one of those instructions where it's like, insert part A into part B and turn screw C and flip tab D or something like that. It's like a whole assembly manual for some furniture that we got from IKEA or something. Okay, so I need to open the lock. Open the lock, probably with that key that we just got. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to open the lock. Unlock lock. There we go. The key turned easily and the lock is now open. Alright. Can I open the lid now? Yes, I can. Alright. Look at the well. It's filled with cold, dark water. Drink? A mysterious request. What do you mean by drink? Drink water. From the shiver that just ran through you, I gather the water was ice cold. Alright. Look in well? Is there nothing but water there? The cold waters of the sacred well are dark and reveal nothing. Feel in water? So this is the Mad Monk's treasure. A beautiful glittering crystal heart. How cold it is to the touch. Alas, Arthur, this is the object of power that created the spell of circular entrapment. The Grail is not here. Alright, so I have this crystal heart. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. It looks like a crystal heart. This iron key, we have the rose and all this other stuff that we were carrying around before. Alright, should I close the well just to save water? Oh, hey! Hey! We made it back. We made it out alive. Thank goodness. Alright, let me go ahead and save the game. Got crystal heart. Okay, I think we're finally done here, folks. I think we're finally done with this area. So we can go south here, and the mule will follow us. Okay, so we're really done at Glastonbury Tor now, and that was the part that has the most arcade sequences. They had like 3 fight sequences there. There was the fight with the boars, there was the fight with the Black Knight, and there was the fight with the Mad Monk. I think the game won't have any more arcade sequences like that until almost the very end. There's one more climactic arcade sequence almost at the very end of the game, and that's it. Otherwise, you don't have arcade sequences. I don't really like those arcade sequences, partly because, for 2 main reasons. I said before that I usually don't have a problem with arcade sequences in Sierra Adventures, but I do kind of mind these ones for 2 main reasons. One, they're really difficult. Sierra's arcade sequences were usually easy enough that non-arcade gamers could win them without a huge amount of effort. But those arcade sequences, especially the one with the Black Knight, man, they were so difficult that, I mean, I play, I'm a gamer, kind of, but I had real difficulty with that Black Knight jousting fight. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do there. And secondly, to get maximum points, you have to win the fights perfectly without getting hit once, which is pretty tough to do with the Mad Monk, and as far as I can tell, borderline impossible with the Black Knight. I mean, I guess it's possible if you try again and again and again, but you shouldn't have to do that in an adventure game. This is a Sierra Adventure. It's not a fight game. This isn't Die by the Sword. So I feel like they kind of they kind of misfired with those arcade sequences there. But otherwise, yeah, not too bad. I mean, oh well. Anyway, it is what it is. So we're done there now. We're done here at Glastonbury Tour. Next time we'll go somewhere else. And yeah, like I said, we shouldn't have any more arcade sequences until like the very last one at the very end of the game. So I'll go and stop the video here. This has already been going on for more than half an hour. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll talk to you all later, and take care, and bye-bye. And yeah, don't eat mushrooms that you just find in the forest if you don't know exactly what they are. Don't eat wild mushrooms. Not a smart thing to do unless you're Russian and know exactly. Russian people know what mushrooms are poisonous and which ones aren't. But otherwise, yeah, don't do it. It's not a good idea.